I would like to present an idea for a strategic improvement in government to citizen service delivery. The idea has been explained with the help of 5 key points mentioned in this slide. First few slides will help in presenting the impact of efforts made till date for improving government to citizen service delivery. The basic and common services are still not available to people conveniently. I think the department-centric approach of e-governance did not work. People look at the government as a single entity and not as hundred of departments. The second part of the presentation is on proposed solution. We will discuss vision and mission for achieving the dream of Surajya. The subsequent slides will detail out the four-phased approach for achieving the vision. We are talking about next generation of e-governance, phase 2 of National E-Governance Plan. But at what ground? Do we have any answer to below question from a common man? Forget about end-to-end automation. Improving efficiency of government to citizen services. There is no single website from which all the applications form for government to citizen services can be downloaded. What happened wrong? Why is government not able to provide answer to above mentioned basic questions from people even after a decade of planned e-governance implementation and spending thousands of crore? NEGP and other e-governance projects are designed with department-centric approach. The autonomy of ministry, department in planning and budgeting makes it easy to conceptualize and manage internal processes for implementation of the project. The existing approach has challenges as detailed out in this slide. More challenges can be identified and added to this list. This is because of fundamentally wrong approach. We have to start thinking and implementing project in a citizen-centric way. We have already paid high price of failure. Citizens' trust has been dropped because of multiple failure of e-governance projects or delay in implementing government to citizen services as desired by citizen. The expectation of citizen has been increased because of significant improvement in the service delivery by agencies in service sector like telecom, banking, travel and retail sector. India Portal is good beginning for consolidating the G2C services but has nothing as on date useful for citizen. Next few slides are on solutions. The vision of the project is to create a single stop solution for unifying all communication between government to citizen that exceeds the expectation of citizen from the government. The answer is in the ICT only. However, the way of using ICT should be changed. ICT is just an enabler, and so the IT Ministry and IT Department. Enabler department cannot take driving seat. Strategic improvement in government to citizen service can happen only in 4 phases. This slide provides outcome of each phase for citizen and successive slides detail out key implementation feature of each phase. By the end of phase 1, all government to citizen services forms shall be available on single portal, be it a passport, caste certificate, ration card, pension, etc. Citizen will be able to fill the form online and download PDF version of filled form. The printed form will have address for submission of service request, service level and contact details of officer to whom service request can be submitted. Phase 2 will bring more transparency by accepting service request online and delivering the outcome of the service like certificate, pension, license, etc. online. The citizen will be required to register in this phase. The monitoring of service delivery against citizen charter with provision of penalizing the owner of the service shall start from this phase. Majority of successful government to citizen services in leading states are at phase 2 only. Phase 3 will focus on BPR for simplifying the services and making end-to-end automation. The processing of service request shall not require any attachment or evidence in hard copy. Citizen profile will start building up with the help of authenticated information. The UID project can help in creating consolidated profile of a citizen. The authenticated information of citizen will be useful for crime and national security related projects like CCTNS and NetGrid. Phase 4 will replace service by benefit and eliminate need of applying wherever possible. The idea is proactively offering benefit on the basis of citizen profile. The government will free up from processing of government to citizen services and will be able to focus on strategic development of the region. I believe that the core purpose of district administration is to improve the health, economic and social indicators instead of delivering government to citizen services that can be delivered in automated way. Majority of government to citizen services are state subject. The standardization of form will need lot of support and consolidation with the state governments. To achieve immediate result, form shall not be standardized and shall be adopted as it is being used in the respective state in phase 1. The form shall be displayed on selection of service and state name. All the forms shall be available in 3 languages: Hindi, English and official language of selected state. The printout of the form shall have list of required attachments, address for submission, service level and details of concerned officer. Every state shall provide name of officer along with the address for submission of service request for each service. M-Commerce can be used for payment of service fees. This will require significant effort for creating financial management system between state and telecom operator. Postal and CSC network shall be used for submitting the hard copy of application. Registration of citizen is not required at this stage because applicant will sign form in hard copy. Citizen will be required to register on portal or use mobile number for applying to a service online in this phase. The attachment will be scanned and submitted online. The applicant will get receipt on submission of application with due date of service delivery. The hard copy of form will still be required for submission of service request. However, the outcome of service request will be digitally signed and available online. The state already has some experience of this process in bits and pieces. Service provided by central government to the citizen may be brought on the portal in this phase like passport, income tax related services, RTI and grievance. The strict monitoring of service level and process of penalizing government officer in case of non-compliance of citizen charter shall commence from this phase. Aim of phase 3 is threefold. Eliminate paper requirement for government to citizen services. Second, end-to-end automation and BPR for simplifying government to citizen services. Third, and starting of citizen to government services. The service level should be minimized and service shall be provided in single transaction wherever possible. For example, generating birth certificate on demand based on authenticated birth registration record. A citizen profile shall be built for government to citizen service delivery in phase 3. The objective of phase 4 is to provide direct benefit to citizen instead of service. Social benefits shall be proactively offered to eligible citizen based on authenticated citizen information and interlinked database. There should be no need for applying for a social benefit. The other key focus area is consolidation of service and freeing up government staff from delivery of government to citizen services, which can be eliminated and completely automated. This slide lists down the high-level activities to be performed in each phase and indicative timeline for each phase. Detailed plan needs to be developed for implementing this idea. धन्यवाद।